What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. Well, you guys, Gary and I had such an awesome little weekend getaway celebrating Gary's birthday. It was exactly what we needed to get recharged, refreshed, and ready to get back to work. So today, that's what I'm gonna do. So friends, on one of our last videos, you guys saw me and Gary and the kiddos move all of this lumber from outside of the redneck fixed up pop-up tent area and bring it all in here so that way it can be safe and it can be protected, and that way I can get to work staining it no matter what the weather is gonna do. And so today I'm gonna start working on it. I will say it's going to be a very long process because staining wood does take some time. You know, you got to go board by board, but I'm going to see how much I can get through with it today. The last time I was staining, I was able to get through like a 3/4 pallet in one day. And it was a lot of work and it definitely put some wear and tear on me, but I was really happy to have all of that done. It's going to be a really big task. I mean, it's a lot of wood to do. But at the same time, I'm very confident that I'll be able to get it done. I am gonna be using the brush method again because I really liked how the brush kind of spread it, and then it kept me from having to wear the gloves. It's a pretty hot one today, and you know, at least I'll be doing it in the shade here inside the cabin, so I won't be getting sunburnt. I won't be having to deal with, you know, the shade and all that jazz. But it is pretty warm in here. Good thing though, I do have a big giant fan, which I got the door open back there. I'm gonna turn on the big shop fan and blow all of the air on out here. I got the door and the windows open, so I'm hoping that I can create kind of like a vacuum of air, just kind of blowing this way, which will get a lot of the smell out, and it will also help to keep me cool. That's the thought, at least. And that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So first things first that I got to do is I got to get myself all completely set up. I've already got the sawhorses out here. I've got my paintbrush, I've got my stain. So really I just got to throw a few boards up and make it happen. So ain't no time like the present, right? Let's get it. All right, I think I'm gonna just start out with maybe 4 boards at a time like I did last time. That seemed to work out pretty good. I just gotta maneuver these boards. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell how wide they are, but they definitely take up like our entire future living room space. The boards are very long, and each one of our rooms inside the cabin aren't super big. This is exactly the size we wanted it. That's why we built it this way. But it's not like super huge in here. The biggest kind of hurdle that we have is because all of the walls are up, I do have to kind of walk in through the walls to maneuver around the cabin because all of these boards are kind of blocking the doorway here. It's just kind of making it a little bit more interesting in order to get this thing done. I'm sure I'm going to be able to do it, but it just makes it a little bit more complicated when you're working around like an obstacle course in order to do it. But this is the best thing that we can come up with given all of our weather constraints, just all of the different hurdles that we've had thrown at us. And yeah, so board number 1. So I gotta play ring around the rosy with each board. All right. feel like the most complicated part of my day today is probably going to be carrying out the boards to the drying tent after I get them stained, just because of how long they are, and again, of how I gotta maneuver around the cabin, avoiding the doors and the windows and the walls and stuff. Now that I got all the boards up here, I'm going to grab my stain. I'm gonna turn the fan on so it might get a little loud in post-processing. You guys might hear me talking to you guys over some pretty music, or you guys just might be jamming out with me. I know I'm gonna turn my headphones on and listen to a good podcast, listen to some music and stuff, and I'm gonna get to work. So let's get it. My mascot lady is hanging out with me up here today. Are you a happy girl? Are you a happy girl? She can never leave my side, even if it means she has to take chances on not becoming a beautiful white dog anymore and getting splashed with some stain, which did happen last time, but I was able to get it off of her. But you're gonna hang out with me, you old girl. You're gonna hang out, you old girl. It's a hot one, huh, lady? It's a hot one.
We broke the ground with callous grace, pickaxe swing and slow embrace. Carved a cradle in the hill where quiet dreams could grow their will. Block by block the walls took shape, hands wore down but hearts stayed brave. Time moved like honey through the snow, but it's worth it, this I know. It don't rush and it don't roar, but every echo, every floor holds a whisper soft and low, that it's worth it, this I know. Not just the building, not just the frame, but the love we poured like summer rain. A sacred pace, a steady flow, and it's worth it, this I know. Skies with beams of pine, lifting roof lines into time. Now the siding meets the light, with every brush I bring it life. This color sings into grain of all we've lost and all we've gained. The seasons pass, the roots still grow, and it's worth it, this I know. It don't rush and it don't roar, but every echo, every floor holds a whisper soft and low, that it's worth it, this I know. Not just the building, not just the frame, but the love we poured like summer rain. A sacred pace, a steady flow, and it's worth it, this I know. This isn't just a house we raise, it's every vow we didn't say. It's hope and knots and weathered seams, a living map of quiet dreams. It don't rush and it don't shine, but it holds the soul of yours and mine. Each slow touch, each line we throw becomes the truth we'll always know. We stained our hearts into this home, and it's worth it, this I know. So I dip the brush and let it show. It's worth it, this I know.
I don't know how well y'all can hear me right now because I got the fan still going, but guys, woo, it is hot up here in the cabin. I'm sweaty, 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 sweaty. Woo! Glistening. You see those little droplet, like, bro. Sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. From my head all the way down to my toes. It's hot up here in the cabin, dude, with no insulation in here. But I'm getting some work done. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Even if it takes me a few weeks to complete this job, it is what it is. I've been at it for a few hours. I know it probably seems like just a few minutes in the time lapse and in the format y'all are watching at, but I've been after it for a few hours already. And I probably am going to work at this for maybe another 2, and then I'm going to wrap it up and call it a day. Brings me back to memories when we were doing the block saga, friends. Some days it would take us all day, and all we would get would be 10 blocks in. But we had to keep reminding ourselves that, hey, it was 10 blocks more than we had yesterday, and it's a marathon, it's not a race. And we always say, one step forward is another step in the right direction. At the rate I'm going right now, I don't think I'm going to finish that full pallet today. No way, no how. We always have like really great expectations and set the bar really high just because it's goals, right? But if we don't meet it, it's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up. We've mentioned it on the previous video, but it's not like I can put the siding up today if I wanted to. We still have to put up the furring strips that go behind the siding boards, as well as we got to do the soffit up top because the siding board goes all the way from the bottom up to the soffit, and because they're like round-sided logs, the soffits have to go up first before we at least make the connection point from there. As well as Gary wants to do all of the door and window framings before we do the siding. So it's a lot of prep work. It's a lot of what I'm doing right now is just prep. Trying to use up the materials that we've already purchased, at least get them to a point to where they are ready when all the other ducks get in a row. But man, I'm just sitting down taking a little breather. Gary has been doing kind of some of the domestics today, getting all the laundry done, getting all the things situated since we went out on our weekend camping trip, and kind of rejuvenating himself and getting himself ready for this week ahead. So while he's been doing that, I've been out here getting this done. But when I go inside to get my sweet tea, I'm going to ask him, I'm going to find out what's for dinner, see what I need to make and what I need to get situated. And yeah, be able to continue this wonderful day. Oh, you guys, it is a hot one. I need to go down and see if I can find my little neck air conditioners too. I had them charging this morning, and they should be charged by now. I haven't been back down there because I've been on the mode to get it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go refresh my sweet tea, see if I can find my little neck air conditioner, and then I'm gonna put in a few more hours of work up here and see how much I can get done before the day's over. So I'm gonna do that.
Today's video is sponsored by Bluetti, giving us the power to enjoy a little peace and quiet.
We came down to the pond to unplug for a bit and brought everything that still needs to be plugged in. Go figure.
Good thing we brought backup.
Introducing the Bluetti Elite 100 V2.
This little beast right here only weighs 25 pounds and it can fit in a backpack.
With 11 ports, we've got room to plug in everything. Fans, phones, speakers, laptop, battery chargers, all at once, no problem.
Mel even brought out her blender so we can have a nice, fresh, cold drink on this hot day.
That's one of my favorite things about having portable power. We don't have to rough it to enjoy the outdoors. A few frozen berries, some ice, a quick spin, and boom, smoothies by the pond. Who says you can't keep it simple and still treat yourself?
Don't let the size fool you. This thing's got 1800 watt output, 3600 watt surge, and can run hydraulic gear like blenders and laptops, all while staying quieter than a whisper. Under 30 decibels, you can nap right next to it. Ask me how I know.
And there's no waiting around. It charges to 80% in just 45 minutes, and it hits full on solar in just about an hour. Plus, it has a 10-year battery lifespan with 4,000 charge cycles. This thing's gonna outlast half of our tools.
Whether you're camping, tailgating, or just charging tools while you relax, the Bluetti Elite 100 V2 is built to handle it.
And it runs off of solar, car, or wall power. Basically, it goes wherever we do.
But the best part? It's surprisingly affordable. For all the power and features packed in, fast charging, long life, and enough output to keep your whole crew powered up.
Out here, there's not much noise. Just the water, the wind, and a little help from our Bluetti. It's quiet, but more than that, it's convenient. No noise, no gas to haul, no setup drama. Just plug in and get on with your day. We've got a blender spinning, fans blowing, phones charging, all at the same time, and it handles it effortlessly. That's what I love most. Power that just works. It doesn't interrupt the moment, it lets you enjoy it. It's the little comforts like this that turn a simple pond day into the kind that you remember. And the best part, we didn't have to leave the peace and quiet behind just to bring the power with us.
If you're ready to ditch power anxiety and bring the grid with you, check out the Bluetti Elite 100 V2. Links in the description and pinned comment below. Go grab one and thank us later.
I was able to find it. It's all charged up, yay! We got a really bad habit about using up the batteries on them and then like just setting it aside and not putting it back on the charger. We need to do better. We really need to do better. Again, sorry if it's super loud, friends. The fan has been an absolute lifesaver. Without it, I don't know how I would have been able to make it. Whew. But I've got about, like I said, maybe another 2 hours to work today until it's going to be time for me to wrap this thing up. So I'm going to set some more boards up and keep this thing rolling. And then I'll show you the pile that I've gotten done for the day. I've actually been stacking them pretty nicely this time. So, all right, that's enough yakking. Back to work.
The wood is bare, like morning skin, waiting quiet, soft and thin. I dip the brush, the color runs, just me and working, setting sun. It's slow, it's still, it's sweet somehow. The kind of peace I treasure now. One stroke at a time. Love soaks into every line. It may look plain, it may seem small, but piece by piece we build it all. One stroke at a time. It's a steady hand, this dream of mine. It's just routine, it's just a wall, but it holds the weight of giving all. days repeat, the stain, the song. It feels like nothing all day long. But when I stop and look behind, I see a life we built in time. I hum a tune, I close my eyes and see the home we'll raise inside. One stroke at a time, love soaks into every line. It may look plain, it may seem small, but piece by piece we build it all. One stroke at a time, a steady hand, this dream of mine. It's just routine, it's just a wall, but it holds the weight of giving all. It's quiet work, it's sacred ground, a silent rhythm, a holy sound. It drives you mad, it sets you free, this steady path to who we'll be. One stroke at a time, the color shines, the lines align. It might be plain, it might be small, but look around, it says it all. One stroke at a time, the dream is stayed into the pine. We gave it heart, we gave it grace. Now it stands and shows our face. Yeah, it stands and shows our face. One stroke at a time.
All right, friends. Well, it's been a hot one. I was only able to get a few more sets done, but that's all right. This is all I'm going to be able to get done today. Family called me from downstairs and they said, "Mom, I'm hungry. When's dinner?" So I got to wrap this thing up, take these boards out to the drying tent, go inside and figure out what I'm going to make for dinner. So I think that's going to be the last thing that I do today. And that is a-okay with me because, like I said earlier, it's still more than I was able to get done before. So I'm going to get those boards set on up out here to the drying tent, and then I'll show you guys exactly how many I was able to get finished today. Y'all, these boards are heavier than they look. that's a wrap. So let's count them up. We got 5. So 5, 10, 15, 19, 24. I'll be honest with you, it don't sound like a lot when you put it that way. But I know how much hard work it was. Tomorrow's another day. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm just going to get my area cleaned up, turn the lights off, make sure that my battery banks are all charged up so I can get after this again. Most likely tomorrow, and keep it moving. But I'd say I got through about a quarter of a pallet. I think there's about 100 boards or so in each pallet. I don't know, I'd have to count them, but hey, you know what? Each step is another step in the right direction, and I'm happy with the progress that I made today. But y'all, I gotta get this closed up, that thing turned off, get my power banks loaded back up, close all the windows, close the doors, and go in and take a shower, because I definitely earned it today. And then I still gotta make some dinner and edit out a video for y'all and start it all over again tomorrow. So I hope that you guys thoroughly enjoy the hard work that we put in around here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and watching today's episode, but that's a wrap, friends. Until the next one, you know I love y'all, and we hope you have a good one. We'll catch you on the next one. Later.